Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Chill English channel. We're excited to spend another relaxing learning moment with you today.
Welcome back. It always feels great to sit down together and guide you through simple, friendly English practice that fits your daily life.
Before we get into our topic, please remember to subscribe if you enjoy learning with us, because it really helps us keep creating new lessons.
Thank you for doing that. Now, today we're talking about something warm, familiar, and important to people everywhere, friends and friendship.
Friendship is one of those things that makes life feel softer and brighter, even on days when everything seems heavy or confusing.
That's so true. Good friends can change the mood of a whole day with just a smile, a short message, or even a silly joke that makes you laugh.
Speaking of jokes, I know you sometimes try to cheer people up with humor, Jake. You do that a lot in our meetings.
I do my best, but sometimes my jokes are terrible. Still, my friends pretend they enjoy them, which is very kind.
That's part of friendship, right? You accept each other and enjoy moments even when they're simple or slightly embarrassing.
Exactly. So let's start with a basic question. How would you describe a good friend using simple English words?
A good friend is someone who listens with patience, supports you without judgment, and stays close even when you feel unsure or discouraged.
I like that. For me, a good friend is someone who brings comfort, helps you relax, and makes you feel understood even on a stressful day.
Do you have an example of that from your own life? Something small but meaningful?
Yes. Last month, I felt overwhelmed by work, and I kept thinking about tasks all day. My friend Tom noticed I was quiet and asked me to join him for a short walk.
That was thoughtful. Walks with friends can make your mind slow down, and you often feel calmer without doing anything dramatic.
Exactly. We only walked for 20 minutes, but during that time, he listened gently and cracked a few silly jokes. One was so bad that I burst out laughing.
Those moments are the best. You don't need perfect solutions, just a friend who helps you breathe and forget your worries for a moment.
What about you? Do you have someone who gives you that kind of support whenever you need it?
Definitely. My friend Leia is amazing at noticing how I feel. If I seem stressed, she brings me tea, sends a sweet message, or just sits with me quietly.
That's a wonderful friendship. She sounds like someone who understands emotions well and knows how to make other people feel safe.
She does. And she also makes me laugh at the perfect time. One day she sent me a picture of a cat wearing sunglasses because I was feeling low.
That's adorable. It shows how tiny actions can mean so much when they come from a caring friend who knows what lifts your spirit.
Yes, I think true friendship is not always about big plans or dramatic stories. It's usually built through many small, kind actions over time.
And it grows stronger when you share personal moments, celebrate small victories, or support each other during confusing or stressful days.
Exactly. And language learners can talk about friendship easily using words like kind, funny, honest, supportive, or trustworthy.
Using simple descriptions is a great way to express what matters to you and to practice English in a natural, comfortable conversation.
You can also say things like, she makes me laugh, he helps me relax, or we enjoy spending time together, which are useful phrases.
Yes, and those phrases help you describe daily life clearly. They also make it easier for listeners to imagine your relationships.
Friendship vocabulary is a great place to start learning how to describe feelings because the ideas are warm, simple, and universal.
And when you practice these words with someone else, you also create a friendly feeling in the conversation, which makes learning easier.
So today, we'll continue exploring how to talk about friends, how to describe personalities, and how to share small stories naturally.
It's a gentle topic that helps you build confidence. And who knows, maybe thinking about friends will make your day brighter too.
I hope so. For now, let's keep things relaxed and move deeper into the idea of friendship by looking at common phrases and examples that learners can use.
All right now, Let's take our conversation about friendship a little deeper and explore how to talk about friends in everyday English.
When you describe friends, it helps to focus on clear qualities like kindness, loyalty, humor, patience, or honesty, because these words are simple and useful.
You can also talk about shared activities since saying what you do together makes your descriptions feel real and natural in a conversation.
For example, you might say, "We drink coffee together," or "We study on weekends," which shows the routine that builds your friendship.
Another helpful step is learning how to describe personality differences, since many friendships grow stronger through contrast, not similarity.
That is so true. I have a friend who is calm and quiet, while I can be energetic and talkative. Somehow, that balance works beautifully.
My closest friend is the opposite of me, too. I get excited quickly, and he stays relaxed, even in stressful moments, which always helps me focus.
You can express that contrast with simple phrases like, "We are different, but we support each other," or "We balance each other well."
That's a great structure for learners because it creates a clear picture without using complicated grammar or long explanations.
Let's give listeners a small practice moment. Jake, describe a friend using just 3 qualities and one simple example of something you do together.
Sure, my friend Leo is patient, friendly, and a bit silly. We often cook dinner together, and he sometimes sings loudly while chopping vegetables.
That is such a cute image. Now I'll try. My friend Anna is thoughtful, creative, and gentle. We like drawing together, even though my drawings look terrible.
See how these short examples give life to a description? They show personality and activity without needing complex vocabulary.
You can also describe how a friend makes you feel by using simple emotional phrases, such as, "He makes me calm," or "She makes me laugh."
Feelings are powerful, and friendship often grows through emotional support, so these expressions are useful in many conversations.
Another helpful phrase is, "I can trust them," because trust is one of the most important parts of friendship in every culture.
Yes, and learners sometimes forget to practice that word, even though it appears in many real-life conversations.
Let's talk about small friendship problems too, because no relationship is perfect, and learning simple English for conflict is important.
Good idea. A polite way to express a problem is saying, "We disagreed, but we talked about it," which shows honesty and maturity.
You can also say, "We felt upset, but we listened to each other," which highlights respect and communication in a soft, friendly way.
And you can describe a solution simply by saying, "We understood each other," or "We found a calm way to fix it," which keeps the tone positive.
Sometimes friendships grow stronger after small disagreements because you learn more about each other and communicate more clearly.
True friendships survive busy schedules, misunderstandings, or small mistakes as long as both people care enough to stay connected.
And connection doesn't always require deep talks. Sometimes friends just sit together, watch a show, or share comfortable silence.
I love that kind of silence. One of my friends and I can sit on a bench for 10 minutes without saying anything, and it still feels great.
Those moments make friendships special. They show that you feel safe, accepted, and relaxed around the other person.
Let's add another practice activity for learners. Sophia, I'll say a sentence frame and you fill it with natural words. Ready?
Yes, let's do it.
Try this. My friend makes me feel...
My friend makes me feel confident when I doubt myself, because encouragement is a strong part of good friendships.
Nice example. Try another. We enjoy...
We enjoy walking slowly through the park, because simple activities create warm memories.
Perfect. Learners can try the same frames by choosing feelings and activities that match their own experiences.
Another useful pattern is describing habits like we always or we often, which helps explain your friendship rhythm.
For example, we always share funny videos, or we often meet after work to talk, which are easy phrases for everyday English.
These small patterns allow you to build longer ideas step by step without feeling overwhelmed or pressured.
That's the key to learning English comfortably, using simple structures that feel friendly, relatable, and easy to repeat in real life.
And because friendship is universal, learners can bond with others over shared experiences, even when their English is still growing.
Exactly. Talking about friendship helps people connect, which makes language learning feel warmer and more meaningful.
So now that we've explored descriptions, feelings, differences, and small problem solving, we can move toward deeper reflections on friendship.
And those reflections will help learners express gratitude, appreciation, and personal insight with calm, simple English.
Let's gently move in that direction next, because friendship becomes clearer when we talk about what it teaches us in daily life. We've explored many parts of friendship already, and now it feels right to bring everything together with some final thoughts and helpful language.
Friendship is one of those topics that can teach you a lot about expressing feelings clearly, because simple words often say the most.
Yes, and the more you practice describing your friends, the easier it becomes to talk about emotions, memories, and personal experiences.
Learners sometimes worry about finding the perfect vocabulary, but friendly language doesn't need to be complicated to sound natural.
You can say things like, I'm grateful for my friends, or my friends help me grow, which are easy but still meaningful and warm.
Gratitude is a wonderful theme in friendships, so let's give listeners a few gentle examples to help them express appreciation.
You could say, I'm thankful for the way my friend listens, which shows care in a soft, sincere, and very simple sentence.
Or, I value the time we spend together, which is short, polite, and useful in many different situations.
Another helpful phrase is, I learn from them, because friendships often teach us patience, kindness, confidence, and understanding.
Yes, and these lessons appear in small moments, like when a friend comforts you, encourages you, or tells a silly joke to make you smile.
I love those times. One of my friends always tries to cheer me up with silly animal noises when I'm stressed. It works too well.
My friend once tried to teach me a goofy dance during a stressful week, and I laughed so hard I forgot what I was worried about.
These examples remind us that friendship is built on connection more than perfection, which is a useful idea to express in English.
Learners can use simple sentence patterns like, my friend helps me, or I feel relaxed when, to communicate these feelings.
You can also talk about what friendship means to you by using expressions like, friendship gives me comfort, or friendship keeps me hopeful.
These structures allow you to share deeper thoughts without needing difficult grammar, which is great for building confidence.
Another idea is to talk about how friendships change as you grow, because relationships shift naturally when life moves forward.
That's true. You can say, we changed, but we stayed close, or we live far apart now, yet we still talk often, which is very relatable.
Friendship can survive distance when both people care, even if the contact becomes slower or the schedule becomes busy.
And describing that is simple. You might say, we don't talk every day, but we trust each other, which keeps the message honest and warm.
Let's also give listeners a few gentle reflection questions they can use to practice speaking or writing about friendship.
Sure. A good one is, what makes a friend important in your life? Because it encourages simple but thoughtful answers.
Another question is, how does your friend make you feel supported, which helps learners practice emotional vocabulary?
You could also ask, what activities help you feel connected? Because describing shared experiences builds conversation skills.
These questions guide learners into meaningful English while staying comfortable and simple, which is exactly what they need.
And when you answer them, you create a clearer picture of your relationships, which helps your speaking sound more natural and confident.
One more helpful technique is practicing with memories. You can describe a moment when your friend made your day brighter or calmer.
You can begin with, "I remember when," and add one small detail, like a walk, a message, a joke, or a quiet moment together.
Memories don't need to be dramatic to be meaningful. Even a small memory can help you express warmth in soft, simple English.
And the more you practice these short descriptions, the easier it becomes to share your personal stories with comfort and ease.
Friendship is powerful because it brings stability, joy, and trust. And these are feelings that everyone understands without difficulty.
That's why talking about friendship is great for learners. It builds emotional language in a gentle and familiar way.
So, as you continue practicing, try using the patterns we explored today to talk about your friends, your memories, and your feelings.
And if you want to improve even faster, try sharing your answers with someone else, because speaking with a real person helps a lot.
We'd love to hear how you describe your friends, so feel free to share your thoughts in the comments.
Yes, let us know about a friend who makes your days a little brighter, because your stories inspire us.
And don't forget to comment and subscribe, since your support helps us keep creating warm, friendly lessons like this one.
Keep practicing, keep connecting, and let your friendships guide your learning in a natural and comforting way.
Thanks for spending this gentle moment with us, and keep enjoying your English journey with kindness toward yourself and others.